there is some hullabaloo happening all up in Texas, and it has to do with redistricting and congressional district lines. And it's actually going to potentially impact Jasmine Crockett, because the way that the district would be lined, essentially, or bordered, would mean that she would no longer be in it. And so her position would just be like poof. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be poof, but if in an election, she would be being voted in by a bunch of people that may not be as familiar with her as her current district is.
I don't know why she's afraid of that. She shouldn't be afraid of that, right? If everybody loves her,
she's afraid.
She shouldn't be afraid. Yeah.
She does not like this at all. And I have to tell you, maybe this is just I'm admitting total ignorance on this topic. I was like yesterday years old when I learned that you're not even required to live in the district that you represent, which I think is kind of bullshit. Like, I feel like you should.
Oh, I think it's absolute bullshit. I think you should totally.
I didn't know that was a thing. You just have to be in the state.
Right.
So like, if I wanted to represent, I don't even like Columbia, South Carolina, I can still live here. That just makes no sense.
Well, I mean, I'm a precinct chair and I have to live in this precinct to be a precinct chair. So why does that not apply to her?
Yeah. I don't understand that at all.
It doesn't make any sense to me. No, but they apparently on July 21st, Abbott convened a 30-day special session focused on the redistricting, because he's allowed to do this. Like, Trump can't do it, but it's a state thing where they can actually, because people are like, you can't do this, it's unconstitutional. He can actually do it. It just has to be done through a legislative process, which is actually being done. So it can be done. This can be done.
Absolutely, it can.
Yeah, it can be done. So
and it has been done. When Democrats are all mad about this, just point to places like California and Illinois where it's been done to death, and they don't have an argument here.
Right.
But Jasmine is freaking, and she was talking about the fact that this whole redistricting thing would mean that she no longer lives in the district that she's currently outlined in. Here she is talking about it a little bit, being all Jasmine-y.
But I know that this legislature did ask us as members of Congress to confirm our addresses. I don't know how many of us actually still reside in the districts that we represent. I do not currently reside in my district based upon the plan that has been drawn, which is another red flag, in addition to courts consistently looking at how many people have been moved.
And so why doesn't she? And why wouldn't she live in the district that she represents? Why is that?
I think she does right now, but she's saying if they redraw the lines, they're drawing her out of her district.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she should go live there. She should go if she doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Go live there. If she's really adamant about this, then go live there. You know what I mean?
Well, but that's the thing, is it just removes her congressional, like, she is no longer a congresswoman. There is no district that she represents unless she goes through an election and is potentially primarying against other people that are better known in those original lines. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the fact is, there is no law that says she has to live there, or that anybody has to live in their district that they represent, which is madness to me. And I did not know that until yesterday.
It is. It's pretty crazy. And now the Texas House Democrats are doing the whole leave the state thing.
And they went to Illinois, which, like, the optics of that are just so ridiculous.
Right.
So yeah, they've left 50 of them, just decided we don't want to allow a quorum to even make this vote happen. So we're just going to leave and like hide out in Illinois. And so I remember this happened in Indiana, like back when Mitch Daniels was governor.
Right. Well, they did this back in 2021. They did this.
Oh, really?
Remember they did this. They did the whole leave the state thing in 2021. Remember, they got on a plane and I remember there was a picture of them on a plane during COVID without masks on. Do you remember that?
Right.
And everybody was making, so this has been done before. It's like they don't want to do their job. So now all the Republicans are like, Paxton should arrest them. Because
and that's what he's going to do. So
I hope so.
Paxton actually warned that if you flee to unlawfully dodge voting on the redistricting, you will be arrested and you will be hauled back. And then Greg Abbott went a little bit further. He posted a big letter. Obviously, it's too small to read.
Oh my God, there's no way.
No, I know. But the main gist is this, and it is, quote, "This truancy ends now. The derelict Democrat House members must return to Texas and be in attendance when the House reconvenes at 3 p.m. on Monday. For any member who fails to do so, I will invoke Attorney General opinion number blah, 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 to remove the missing Democrats from membership in the House."
Right.
He is actually saying legally, he has the authority to say, you're no longer congresspeople, and now I will appoint 50 new members, whoever I want. So
Republicans, obviously.
Yeah. So this is amazing. Like,
Arrest
this is
them.
absolutely amazing.
Seriously, he can have them arrested. Like, it's just ridiculous because this is what they do. It's like, we obviously learned from the first time that they did it, that they were going to do this again. So we saw this coming. Yeah, they should do it. Now, if they have balls, they will do it. If he has balls, he will do it. If we don't, then they're not going to do anything about it. And they're going to let them do exactly what they did the last time. So let's see how big your balls are.
Because that's a lot of people, man. 50
Yeah,
people.
It's a lot of people. But fleeing to you're going to flee to Illinois. The governor there is like, yeah, come on. Don't do your job. Yeah, get her done.
And JB Pritzker said, this is an affront, blah, blah, like they're talking about how unconstitutional, whatever. They're like complaining about this is, authoritarian, blah, whatever, all the buzzwords, right? But the most hilarious thing is that he's trying to say that these 50 people aren't allowed, their voices aren't allowed to be heard. Your vote is your voice, you absolute idiots. Right. Come and show that you disagree by doing the vote. That's how this works. That's how democracies work. And so,
instead they're going to leave and not do our jobs. Okay, well then we'll replace you, asshats.
With people who know how to do their jobs.
Right. For people, if you want to earn your paycheck, okay, well, you don't? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and replace you with people that will. Republicans.
So how do you like them apples? They better follow through on this because this is just too delicious. All those people are on drugs and not the good kind.
Right. Such a great segue. It's a Monday. I stepped in puke this morning, you guys. Okay. Seriously. You guys, if you need the good drugs, All Family Pharmacy will hook you up. They have NAD+. They have methylene blue. They have all the good stuff. Plus, if you do not want to sit in a doc in a box, if you want to wait for a Z-Pack for your sinus infection, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody. All right. It's like stepping in puke on a Monday morning. You don't want to do that. Okay. That's about as fun. So just like go to All Family Pharmacy. You can visit allfamilypharmacy.com/chicks. They will hook you up. You can use code CHICKS10 to get 10% off your order. They got way more than methylene blue. You can choose from over 200 meds, including ivermectin, antibiotics, all kinds of essentials that you'll want to have on hand. They have all the stuff. I know that Mock gets stuff that she takes like every single day from them because she also does not like sitting in doctor's offices. I don't like sitting in doctor's offices, but we have used them we have antibiotics on hand. It's really nice to have because if you're like, you know what, I have a sinus infection, don't want to wait, you know what I mean? And then you just knock it right out. Just a couple days, take a Z-Pack. It's really great.
You know what you need a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you totally do. When you're a grown up, and you don't want to go sit with some doctor who's like 30 years old to tell you that you need, a Z-Pack. It's kind of ridiculous. Right. So if you need an emergency kit for your family, they have an emergency kit. This is the pharmacy that you can trust. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/chicks. Use code CHICKS10 to get 10% off your order. They're the bomb, you guys.
Do it.
Do it.